Happy New Year, ACE colleagues and friends. I'm Lance Dalleck, Professor of Exercise and Sports Science at Western Colorado University, and also a member of the ACE Scientific Advisory Panel. The ACE Mover method provides exercise professionals with a simple instrument that can be employed systematically to optimize client exercise professional interactions and empower clients to make behavioral changes aimed at improving health, fitness, and overall quality of life. Last year, we reported findings in Certified from an ACE-sponsored research project on the effectiveness of the ACE Mover method. And in that paper, what we found, or what we reported, was that in conjunction with personalized exercise training following the ACE integrated fitness training model, the ACE Mover method elicited positive behavior changes in stress reduction, limiting sedentary behavior, and improving dietary habits that were 5 to 10-fold greater when compared to just exercise training alone. In this month's article, I want to move beyond those research findings and share with you some of the insightful or personalized or interesting findings that we didn't really expect from the research study. I want to share those with you, and I do share those with you in the article. These include how we use technology to increase the effectiveness of the intervention, scope of practice, the individual variability of the ACE ABC approach, variability in how many behavior goals a participant had at the same time, and translating everything into practice. And that's what I discussed in the article. In today's video segment, I want to specifically talk a little bit more about two of the insightful findings that we found beyond just the research project itself. And the first is the individualized nature of the intervention and how that evolved from our basic research design from what we planned to do to what we ended up actually doing on a day-to-day basis. Our general approach was sometime during an exercise session once a week, we wanted to take about 5 minutes to do an ACE ABC approach. And so that ABC approach, as a reminder, is to ask powerful open-ended questions, to break down barriers that clients may have to making healthy lifestyle choices, and then to collaborate, to work together to set SMART goals and establish specific steps to take action towards those goals. So our general approach was to use about 5 minutes. But what we found is it was much different from participant to participant, or in the real world, client to client. We found that in going through the ABC, some participants needed 30 minutes to go through that ABC step. In other instances, when we started talking about breaking down barriers, a participant needed to think about that, and they would come in the next exercise session and say, I thought about some of those barriers and I'd like to discuss those with you now. And so the take-home message on this is it's really important as we, as exercise professionals, apply the ACE Mover method and the ABC approach. We realize that not every client is going to be the same in terms of how long it takes to go through that and if it even occurs in the same session. The next really intriguing finding that we found in our project was that there was considerable variability in terms of how much time we spent on a given lifestyle behavior with the ACE Mover method approach. Our general approach was we wanted to try to get participants to eat better, make healthier choices in terms of their eating habits. We wanted to also reduce stress, and we wanted to help them limit sedentary behavior. What we found is that a given participant might need just a single session to go through some strategies for limiting their sedentary time. And then they were good to move on the next week to another lifestyle behavior. Whereas another participant might need 3 weeks, 4 weeks, or even a month and a half to talk about some of their barriers for limiting their sedentary time. So that was really interesting, and I think very important to share with you as exercise professionals. Another consideration was that some participants just got really motivated and they wanted to talk about modifying a couple lifestyle habits at the same time. So they were like, "Hey, I want to eat better and I want to reduce my stress and I want to talk about that this week during this ABC approach." And at first we were a little reluctant to try to do that, and in fact, in some instances, when it was really obvious that it would overwhelm a given participant to try and tackle too many lifestyle changes at the same time, we really tried to uh, encourage them that, hey, let's first talk about healthier lifestyle choices, and then next we'll talk about stress reduction. We'll come back to that. In other instances, though, where it really seemed like as we went through asking these open ended questions, and they said, "Yeah, I think I can eat better and reduce stress. I can do that at the same time." And what are the barriers? And some of those barriers were the same. And as we collaborated, it was really apparent that, hey, let's do both at the same time. So, again, some really interesting insights in terms of how the ACE ABC approach and the ACE mover method approach works in different clients. So, in closing, it's really my strong belief that exercise professionals can translate some of these insights we found from the research into making profound impacts in the lives of their clients, and really help assist them to positively change their health related behaviors. So, once again, it's great to always talk with you in these short video segments that accompany the articles in ACE Certified. And once again, Happy New Year.